Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And you know how they say it's not about the money? Sometimes it is about the money. Matt Ryan is going to average $30 million in salary per year now as one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and he more than deserves it. The NFL's MVP in 2016.
They go play action now. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 73 yards.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A run with Gurley there on first down, going to get about 4 yards.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Falcons.
Play action. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
5-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Brings up 2nd.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's another example. They're playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And that'll be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Jones pass.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a draw play for Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up. He's got it at the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio.
9-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Jones on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Flushed out right. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The carry. Brought down at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you? No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Atlanta.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And his kick is good. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
To kick off for Atlanta.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw, I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Jones to Shepard, complete. He's going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get it started in Philadelphia. The defending champs hosting Washington in an NFC East matchup. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Drew Lock, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Bears seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Jones on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
brings up second and
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard.
That's good for a
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
and 10 at their own.
It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. We will see here that he's done quite a bit, but the bottom line, I guess, partner, it hasn't been enough right now.
And let's face it, everyone wants to be in a spotlight, but when you're not winning, that's not quite as much fun because that's the bottom line, especially if you're a quarterback. Did you lead your team to a victory? No matter how many passes you threw, completed, all of that, that's what he wants to get done.
So far, he does at least have some good highlights to take home with him. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Gurley.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Ryan's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Ryan's
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
brings up second.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pick.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Ryan's pass.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Santos now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense is just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Barkley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On first down, Barkley, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Yeah, this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now Jones on first down. Out to the right here to Shepard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the 13-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now he'll tuck it and run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. They give it off here to the tight end. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Good. Makes the score Giants 31.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for only a couple.
To Todd Gurley. Ruled out of
So
bounds.
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Ryan will throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
What was that, man?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.